Here's Diaz. Off of Marte, where's it going to drop? Gabriel Jesus coming in. Hamer's in trouble. Gundogan! Maguire there at the last, but it's still on here. Oh! And wide from Bernardo Silva.
Well, Leicester get themselves in a right mess. It's Ben Hamer. He seems worried about actually picking this ball up. There's no communication with Christian Fuchs. The two of them get into a right mess, and they just about survive. And Silva's off target.
Claude Puel, Shinji Okazaki, a key figure. Hopefully not going to channel his inner Terry Butcher again like he did up at Newcastle the other day. Here's Gundogan going all the way, and Bernardo Silva can finish it! What a wonderfully stylish Manchester City goal. Gundogan the key figure, but it's Bernardo Silva who applies the finish.
Well, Gabriel Jesus doesn't actually touch the ball here, but he has a huge influence on the goal being scored. Just watch his movement across Harry Maguire and Dragovic here. He just pulls defenders away. That opens a bit of space up for Bernardo Silva. He never really looked like missing, did he? But that run from Jesus, just pulling defenders out of position, that is so unselfish. Bernardo Silva, normally so assured in this type of position, just drew the keeper, pokes it between his legs on the counter-attack with Gundogan. City devastating.
Bernardo Silva to chase, and Fuchs in trouble. And so Leicester potentially on behind Gabriel Jesus, and an opportunity spurred.
Oh, you've got to drop. You can't expect to take that ball down. It drops over your head, and I think Silva actually closes off the angle completely. This was a bit earlier on. Marty on Foden, a little kick out. It's quite late on behalf of the referee to see that. It's naughty.
Fuchs arriving. In the end, it was Mangala who... Oh, and Gabriel Jesus' header. He's just begging for a colleague to get... Here's Zinchenko again. And it's Bernardo Silva. Raheem Diaz, neatly done. Bernardo Silva. And Maguire's there. Bernardo Silva once more. Here's Diaz. Off of Marte, where's it going to drop? Gabriel Jesus coming in. Hamer's in trouble. Gundogan! Maguire there at the last, but it's still on here. Oh! And wide from Bernardo Silva.
Well, Leicester get themselves in a right mess. It's Ben Hamer. He seems worried about actually picking this ball up. There's no communication with Christian Fuchs. The two of them get into a right mess, and they just about survive. And Silva's off target.
Claude Puel, Shinji Okazaki, a key figure. Hopefully not going to channel his inner Terry Butcher again like he did up at Newcastle the other day. Here's Gundogan going all the way, and Bernardo Silva can finish it! What a wonderfully stylish Manchester City goal. Gundogan the key figure, but it's Bernardo Silva who applies the finish.
Well, Gabriel Jesus doesn't actually touch the ball here, but he has a huge influence on the goal being scored. Just watch his movement across Harry Maguire and Dragovic here. He just pulls defenders away. That opens a bit of space up for Bernardo Silva. He never really looked like missing, did he? But that run from Jesus, just pulling defenders out of position, that is so unselfish. Bernardo Silva, normally so assured in this type of position, just drew the keeper, pokes it between his legs on the counter-attack with Gundogan. City devastating.
But Bernardo Silva to chase, and Fuchs in trouble. And so Leicester potentially on behind Gabriel Jesus, and an opportunity spurred.
Oh, you've got to drop. You can't expect to take that ball down. It drops over your head, and I think Silva actually closes off the angle completely. This was a bit earlier on. Marty on Foden, a little kick out. It's quite late on behalf of the referee to see that. It's naughty.
Fuchs arriving. And in the end, it was Mangala who... Oh, and Gabriel Jesus' header. He's just begging for a colleague to get... Here's Zinchenko again. It's Bernardo Silva. Raheem Diaz, neatly done, Bernardo Silva. And Maguire's there, Bernardo Silva once more.
Walker, if he carried on, was in. Then he could have been the hero. But it hasn't quite worked for him so far.
Well, the time has come for a hero. Now it's gone to penalties in this Carabao Cup quarter-final between Leicester City and Manchester City at the King Power Stadium. To take you through them are commentators Andy Hinchcliffe and Daniel Mann.
And the first to take the long walk is a cult figure here at the King Power, Christian Fuchs. ABBA style, remember. Mario Bravo, who saved 2 Wolves penalties in the shootout in the previous round. Fuchs' opponent. 1-0, and you can't get more emphatic than that.
Well, that is a stunning penalty. He's got such a wonderful left foot, Fuchs. Mario Bravo reads what he's trying to do, but you're never going to save that.
İlkay Gündoğan, who was faced with this task in normal time in a Champions League final with Borussia Dortmund. He was up to it then. Is he up to it now? Yes.
Yeah, German taking a penalty. There's only ever going to be one outcome.
Harry Maguire, I think just momentarily, he's clearly the next Leicester taker because he started to walk forward there, forgetting the new format. But a Manchester City player will be up next. It's all designed to reduce the statistical advantage which has tended to exist for the team going first.
I just wondered when City might turn to their youngsters to take penalties, but going for 2 of their senior players in Gündoğan, now Toure, makes sense to me.
Scored in the shootout in the final against Liverpool in 2016. Hamer does his dance, but Yaya Toure does his thing.
That's so important. Give yourselves a good start to a penalty shootout. That's why Gündoğan and Toure have taken their first 2.
Now, Harry Maguire can step forward. I have a feeling it won't be subtle.
Are we going to see a Panenka? I doubt it.
Sends Bravo the wrong way. Perfectly placed.
I was thinking he's just going to blast this over pure power. Composed penalty.
Come on! Great coolness, which Vicente Iborra will hope to match. Well, Bravo guessed right this time, but the side netting ruffled.
Similar to the Jamie Vardy penalty. Right, and that's her side netting. Even though Bravo goes the right way, no way of getting fingertips on it.
So, Lucas Lemaitre on his Manchester City debut. Onerous responsibility for the 19-year-old, which he is well and truly up to. Well, they're setting a standard here.
He took his time, he didn't rush, absolutely the right thing to do. Couple of deep breaths. Excellent penalty.
Gabriel Jesus, who's had a very fine game.
Hit the post against Tottenham. Put that out of his mind.
all about the here and now. And he gets it right on this night. Well, as Matt Elliott suggested, it's now an interesting one for Jamie Vardy, who's tough moments from the spot, but having already converted this evening, maybe has a more difficult thought process about what precisely he's going to do here. Oh! Well, of all people, the first to fail is Jamie Vardy.
Oh, does it flash wide? Does the keeper get fingertips on it? And possibly get the post.
The outside of the post.
Yeah, Bravo reads it, but it's not on target.
So, Riyad Mahrez simply has to score, or Manchester City will progress. And he doesn't score, and Manchester City march on. The faces may change, but the results do not. And they are in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, and every avenue to silverware remains open for Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. But applause breaking out all round the ground as Manchester City celebrate for the efforts of Leicester City here this evening. For Riyad Mahrez and Jamie Vardy, two men you would expect to come up with the goods in the pressure situation, have failed and leave Pep rubbing his hands in delight. Claudio Bravo, the shootout hero once again, as he was against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Well, if there are any doubts about Pep Guardiola's feelings about this competition and the young players he's pressed into service this evening, well, that reaction shows you precisely what it does mean. And a clean sweep is still a distinct possibility. And Manchester City join Arsenal in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup.